जय श्री राम बाबा जी।
जय श्री राम उत्तर, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम राजा, जय श्री राम. I think next next week, Anita and Senthil, they're coming with children.
Yes,
Yes,
Babaji.
They said we told Raghu also to join. He is not joining purposely.
no.
वहाँ पे 5 दिन है बाबा जी, इंडिया जा रहे हैं
Yeah,
ना इसलिए.
the following Friday we are
Oh, following Friday, huh?
हाँ, June 3rd
June
बाबा
3rd,
जी.
Baba ji.
For how long, Raja?
5
5
weeks
weeks,
के लिए.
Baba ji.
Super, super, very nice.
इंडिया से संडे सत्संग वहाँ से ज्वाइन होंगे
Obviously,
बाबा
option ही नहीं है उत्तर.
True, Baba.
No option. No option. जय श्री राम राकेश जी, जय श्री राम. सच्चिदानंद सदगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय. गुरु ब्रह्मा, गुरु विष्णु, गुरु देवो महेश्वरा, गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. रेणु काम कर पुत्र पालकी क्यों ना हिंदी की साइंस से चित्र लेके. We'll see what Baba wants to teach us today. But let's take that part of Baba's today. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Sai Ram, 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 Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Sai Ram. श्री सच्चिदानंद सदगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय. पुत्र ये ले, क्लोज योर आईज. हाँ नहीं पढ़ना नहीं, पढ़ूंगा मैं. जस्ट प्रे टू बाबा दैट हे साईं, give us the light, give us the guidance. What is that you want us to learn? Randomly close your eyes, randomly open a page, and we'll leave it to Baba. बस ये मेरे को सच्चिदानंद सदगुरु साईनाथ महाराज वह द्रवित हो गई तो उसका कंठ रूंग गया और आंखों से अश्रुधारा बहने लगी. तभी प्रेमनोत हो वह ताली बजाने लगी. उसको इस प्रकार आनंदित देख लोगों को कौतूहल तो होने लगा, परंतु कारण किसी को भी ज्ञात ना हो रहा. दोपहर के पश्चात उसने वह भेद अपने पति से प्रकट किया. बाबा के श्री राम स्वरूप में उसे कैसे दर्शन हुए इत्यादि उसने सब बताया. पति ने सोचा मेरी स्त्री बहुत भोली और भावुक है, अतः इसे राम का दर्शन होना एक मानसिक विकार के अतिरिक्त कुछ नहीं. उसने ऐसा कहकर उसकी उपेक्षा कर दी. कहीं ये भी संभव हो सकता है कि केवल तुम्हें ही बाबा के रूप में दिखे, बाबा तुम्हें ही बाबा के रूप में दिखे और अन्य लोगों को सदैव की भांति। स्त्री ने कोई प्रतिवाद ना किया, क्योंकि उसे राम के दर्शन जिस प्रकार उस समय हो रहे थे वो अब भी हो रहे थे। उसका मन शांत, स्थिर और संतृप्त हो चुका था। आश्चर्यजनक दर्शन। इसी प्रकार दिन बीत गए। एक दिन रात्रि को उसके पति को एक विचित्र स्वप्न आया। उसने देखा कि एक बड़े शहर में पुलिस ने उसे गिरफ्तार कर रस्सी से बांधकर उसे कारावास में डाल दिया है। तत्पश्चात कि उसने देखा कि बाबा शांत मुद्रा में सीखचों के बाहर उसके समीप खड़े हैं। उन्हें अपने समीप खड़े देख गिड़गिड़ा कर कहने लगा, आपकी कीर्ति सुनकर ही मैं आपके चरणों में आया हूँ। फिर आपने इतने कष्ट होते हुए फिर आपके इतने निकट होते हुए मेरे ऊपर क्या विपदा क्यों आई? तब वे बोले, तुम्हें अपने बुरे कर्मों का फल अवश्य भुगतना चाहिए। मैं पुनः बोला कि इस जीवन में तो मुझे अपने किसी ऐसे कर्म की स्मृति नहीं जिसके कारण मुझे दुर्दिन देखने को मिला। बाबा ने कहा, यदि इस जन्म में नहीं तो गत जन्मों में अवश्य बुरा कर्म किया होगा। तब वह कहने लगा कि मुझे अपने गत जन्मों की कोई स्मृति नहीं, परंतु यदि एक बार मान भी लूं कि कोई बुरा कर्म हो भी गया होगा तो आपके यहाँ होते हुए उसे भस्म हो जाना चाहिए, जिस प्रकार सूखी घास अग्नि द्वारा शीघ्र भस्म हो जाती है। बाबा ने पूछा, तुम्हारा सचमुच ऐसा दृढ़ विश्वास है? उसने कहा, हाँ। बाबा ने उससे कहा, आंखें बंद करने के, और उसने आंखें बंद कर ली। उसे किसी भारी वस्तु की गिरने की आहट सुनाई दी। आंखें खोलने पर उसने अपने को कारावास से मुक्त पाया। पुलिस वाला नीचे गिरा पड़ा था तथा उसके शरीर से खून प्रभावित हो रहा था। ये देखकर वे अत्यंत भयभीत दृष्टि से बाबा की ओर देखने लगा। तब बाबा बोले, अब तुम्हारी अच्छी तरह खबर ली जाएगी। पुलिस अधिकारी अभी आएंगे और तुम्हें गिरफ्तार कर ले जाएंगे। वह गिड़गिड़ा कर कहने लगा, आपके अतिरिक्त मेरी रक्षा और कौन कर सकता है? भगवान, मुझे किसी प्रकार बचा लीजिए। तब बाबा ने फिर उससे आंखें बंद करने को कहा। आंखें खोलने पर उसने देखा कि ये पूर्णतः मुक्त होकर सीकतों से बाहर खड़ा और बाबा भी उसके समीप खड़े हैं। तब वह बाबा के चरणों पर गिर पड़ा। बाबा ने पूछा, मुझे बताओ, तुम्हारे इस नमस्कार और पिछले नमस्कार में किस प्रकार की भिन्नता है या नहीं? उसका उत्तर अच्छी तरह सोच कर वह बोला, आकाश और पाताल में जो अंतर है वही अंतर मेरे पहले और इस नमस्कार में है। मेरे पूर्व नमस्कार तो केवल धन प्राप्ति की आशा से ही, परंतु ये नमस्कार मैंने आपको ईश्वर जानकर किया है। पहले मेरी ऐसी धारणा थी कि यवन होते हुए होने के नाते आप हिंदुओं का धर्म भ्रष्ट कर रहे हैं। बाबा ने पूछा, क्या तुम्हारा यवन पीरों पर विश्वास नहीं है? प्रत्युत्तर में उसने कहा, जी नहीं। तब वह फिर पूछने लगी, क्या तुम्हारे घर में एक पंजा नहीं है? क्या तुम ताबूत नहीं पूजा नहीं करते? तुम्हारे घर में अभी भी एक काड़ बीबी नामक देवी है जिसके सामने तुम विवाह अन्य धार्मिक अवसरों पर कृपा कर भीख मांगा करते हो। अंत में जब उसने स्वीकार कर लिया तो बाबा बोले, इससे अधिक तुम्हें और क्या प्रमाण चाहिए? तब उनके मन में अपने गुरु श्री रामदास के दर्शन की इच्छा हुई। बाबा ने ज्यों ही उनसे पीछे घूमने को कहा तो उसने देखा कि श्री रामदास स्वामी उनके सामने खड़े हैं। तब बाबा से कहने लगे, आप तो वृद्ध प्रतीत होते हैं, क्या आपको आपकी आयु विदित है? बाबा ने पूछा, तुम क्या कहते मैं बूढ़ा हूँ? थोड़ी देर मेरे साथ दौड़ कर देखो। ऐसा क्या बाबा दौड़ने लगे। वह फिर उनके पीछे दौड़ने लगा। दौड़ने से पैरों द्वारा जो धूल उड़ी उसमें बाबा लुप्त हो गए और तभी उनकी नींद खुल गई। जागृत होते हुए वे गंभीर अवस्था में स्वप्न का विचार करने लगा। उसकी मानसिक प्रवृत्ति में पूर्ण परिवर्तन हो गया। तब उसे बाबा की महानता विदित हो चुकी थी। उसकी लोभी तथा आशंक वृत्ति लुप्त हो गई और हृदय में बाबा के चरणों के प्रति सच्ची भक्ति उमड़ पड़ी। वह तो एक स्वप्न मात्र ही, परंतु उसमें से जो प्रश्नोत्तर वे अधिक महत्वपूर्ण थे। दूसरे दिन जब सब लोग मस्जिद आरती निमित्त एकत्रित हुए तब बाबा ने उसे प्रसाद में लगभग 2 रुपए की मिठाई और 2 रुपए नकद अपने पास से देकर आशीर्वाद दिया। उसे कुछ दिन और रुककर उन्होंने आशीष देते हुए कहा, अल्लाह तुम्हें देगा और सब अच्छा करेगा। बाबा से उसे अधिक द्रव्य तो प्राप्त नहीं हुआ, परंतु उसकी कृपा अवश्य प्राप्त हुई, जिससे उसका बहुत ही कल्याण हुआ। मार्ग में उसको यथेष्ट द्रव्य प्राप्त हुए और उनकी यात्रा बहुत ही सफल रही। उन्हें यात्रा में कोई कष्ट असुविधा नहीं हुई और वे अपने सकुशल पहुंच गए। तब बाबा ने श्री वचनों तथा आशीर्वाद और उनकी कृपा से उस आनंद की सदैव स्मृति बनी रही। इस कथा से विदित होता है कि बाबा किस प्रकार अपने भक्तों के समीप आकर उन्हें श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर ले जाने की आज भी ले जाते हैं. So, Putra, this is, I understand most of you may not have understood what exactly this has been, but I'll just share with all of you today. I was thinking and asking Baba, I would prefer that, last 2-3 days it has been going on since Wednesday. That existing birth and past birth, we meet people with a reason, we get away from people with a reason, we do certain acts with the reason, we do certain things with the so many things. It's called Prarabdha. That has been from prior birth to this birth. And it keeps unfolding. But we need to do certain acts to make sure that this birth becomes better, to go forward. It is just an understanding. But then I told Baba, I think, you know what, let's not take that discussion right away, because everybody will start thinking, if this is part of the, why can't it, now it is changing. I'm doing everything possible. So many things, right? Everybody has ifs and buts on that. Then I said, Baba, okay, let's do this. Let's get your holy book. Let's get a random chapter open and read. Whatever you guide, will go through that. And happens to be that the chapter which is opened has come out again relation to what our current past birth relationship and what bhakti is all about, your trust is all about. Very simple, it has come out with. Now, the whole story, which you would have understood or not, did you get some gist of it now? Only that portion, right? So the gentleman says, if I've done something in the past life also, once you are standing next to me, when you are there with me, how come that is not being burnt out? Then Baba said, do you have the same faith on me? Is the key that I can really burn your karmas out. And that is where he says that, yes, I do. He was still not there. He just said in words, but realistically, it was not there. So what happened was, that is where Baba said to close his eyes, and when the wall of the jail fell, there was a policeman who got hurt by that. And Baba said, now other policemen will come and take you because the other person is hurt. And he started begging that, please save me. If you are, please save me from all this. And Baba again said, open your eyes, close your eyes, and opened. He was out standing and open before he asked for darshan of Swami Ramdas ji. But the only thing came up, then Baba asked him, what is the difference of your pranam before and after now? My respect towards you, my faith towards you, prior to this and now. Then he says that prior to this, I was more inclined and connected with you towards wealth, money, getting something from you and then move on. I never felt that you are really a god or somebody supreme. I never felt that. I always felt that you are misleading people because because people were not sure was Baba a Hindu or a Muslim. That was the contradiction carried by certain people because the way Baba lived his life. And then Baba gave him that, at your home that you pray a specific God and you have this. Then he agreed and acknowledged and went on. And then Baba gave him darshan of Sri Ramdas. Then after some time, Baba tell him to go home, gave him prasadam, he gave him 2 rupees also and move on. And on the way, he could get his wealth and move on in life. Now, what does it mean, Mera Bacha? Coming back to one thing, is that most of the time, when we meet people, when we talk to each other, we all have certain phases of life. All of us. Some may have good phase, some may have bad phase, some may have something or the other. Like example, we may look at things in a good way or bad way. That's up to us. That's not, nobody's choice. How we take it, how we think it is key. What does it mean that? We all of a sudden you come to know that the family, certain members are out of the home, whether for good, whether for bad, but they're out. Out maybe for further education, for further business, for the job, for the growth, could be anything. Some families have certain things which is not balancing. Some have everything, still happiness is not there. Something or the other is always happening in the life. Sometimes it is challenges with the husband and wife, with parents, with children, at job, at business, health issues, relationship issues, trust issues, faith issues, so many things. Sometimes it becomes hard to balance certain things. Well, why is it happening with all of us? How come if we are all the same, we all have the same light, one light, right? Universally, we all are part of the same light. But whatever we have done in the past, or whatever we are doing, it is all impacting us, right? And it is actually unfolding. It's not unfolding, it's unfolding day to day. When you say unfolding, what does it mean? That you will notice that where you were for certain stage of life, when Almighty felt you were moved and pushed towards certain directions of life, or you got connected to certain people, you got connected to some place, you got connected to a certain job, you got connected to a certain business, something with all of us. What is it that it is all making sure that when you have a prarabdha, when it is your past karma, sanchit karma's connectivity, you may have certain people in your life, you may have not certain people who will go away from your life. You will meet certain people at certain stage, and certain people will be taken away at certain stage. It is a consistent, constant thing in your life. You can look at in your past, the friends, the families, the people who were there with you 20 years back are there with you today. People who were there with you 10 years back, 15 years back, 5 years back, are you there with them today? Who is your immediate people right now? You will get your answers. Sometimes you have aim of like, I want to do this, you will get your directions to move, get your past to move. All of a sudden people say, you know what, I had no plan to go nowhere. I didn't want to go anywhere. But then you realize you're already, everything is made so fast that you didn't even have an opportunity to think. Here's your ticket, board it, go. Have no clue. Suddenly, random. All of a sudden you are playing, someone comes and knock at your door. You know what? I want to be connected to you. Really? Don't know. Suddenly things happen. Suddenly, all of a sudden you meet somebody at a coffee shop. You meet somebody at shopping. You meet somebody at your workplace. You meet somebody while you're just standing outside on the street. You never know. I'll give you an example. Just yesterday morning, the day before morning, I was leaving, and as I was going down Goreway, just crossing railway line, crossing, I saw a boy walking. It was traffic behind me. I put the flasher. I stopped it. I said, please come. I'm going to intermodal. No, come, mera bacha, I'll drop you. No, no, no. Okay, let me drop you till Steels at least. He sat. I dropped into Steels and I went off. Now, is there anything I had to do? Like, I can be happy somebody helped, or there was something give and take with him in the past, which was given to been extended that way. Few steps only. I don't know. I can make myself happy. Something good did, but there was something maybe. Why all of us? Because I go through that route every day. So many times I see so many people. I really want to help, but I'm not able to stop. Oh, so many reasons could be that. I went on a call. More people coming behind me. Could be anything. But this boy happened to be coming. It happened. Okay, let's go. You stand at a restaurant, all of a sudden you find somebody, can you help me? I'm hungry. You don't give it to every time somebody. Only sometimes you feel like giving it to somebody. What's that? How come you land somewhere? In Aditya's case, example. This boy is sitting in London at the airport. He has no clue where he's going. Yeah, he has no clue. His father talked to one of his friends here who's in Mississauga, and I had just posted the ad for place. I get a call that it's my friend's son coming over. Can you please? He doesn't know. I don't know. How will he manage? Nothing. Just a verbal communication for 5 minutes. No problem. Thumbs up. What is that? How do you rate that? The moment he gets down at the Toronto airport, he gets a message that your place is set. This is where the place destination is. This is where you need to get a taxi and go. All set for you. And Aditya is like, I don't even know the person. I've spoken to him. It's okay. So, huh? Somebody else you met in the bus also, whom you brought it over. What is all that? We didn't have a plan to come to Nashua. We had no plans. We never thought we'll go to Virginia, to Sneji. And that day when we actually went from West Virginia to Virginia and from Virginia to Nashua, I actually had a pain in my foot. I had a tied up on my left foot. We went. This is somewhere the plantation part, like meeting Rakesh, for example. It was not. Rakesh was living here for how long? You been living there, Rakesh, in Canada? We can't hear you. You can type in. Hmm. 15 years. No, he's been living in 15 years. When the time only came, only then we met. We all meet with the reason. We all meet with certain things. Only things why we went through all the story is we only need to do one thing in life, good friends. Whatever the situation is, whatever you are going through, there have been families like been living in Canada, all of a sudden wants to go to US, everybody drops off, falls off, goes off, so many randomly. Whatever is happening in your life as of today, try to see, we talked about it last week, try to see as an drishta, not a drishti, not from your eyes, like you're watching a play. Try and understand that situation, take your step out and think of that, what's flowing with you. The moment you become drishta, who's just watching what the play is happening, you will be at peace. You will be very calm. You will understand that, oh, it is bound to be happening like this with us. There is something which needs to pass by. It needs to go through. It needs to travel. So let it travel. Let it travel. If this is the passage of traveling, let it go. Can you stop a flowing water? No. If we cannot stop a flowing water, then why do we need to stop what is going to be happening? Why do we keep thinking, why me? I'm taking away all my time and energy in just thinking and finding it that. Why am I to blame? Why I see other people being happy? Why am I the sufferer from the childhood? Why? But every time it's pain in my life, why? Don't try to find out why. Because you can get the answer, but then you have to really elevate yourself to a level where you can see your past, what has happened. But then all the process of that period of time, you may be left with very little time to turn it around, or you would have already gone to a stage and beyond. Only two things will happen. If you cannot rise above to see back, then come to acceptance, come to terms with your life. Find everything which you can make you happy. Happiness not as a social aspect, happiness as a peace of soul. Imagine, not even imagine, if you look at realistically, there has been people who have been living before us, and there are going to be children or people living after us. It is already going to be. But Earth was always there, the sky is always there, everything is already existing. Nothing new. It may be new to me, to my eyes, for me to see things, but nothing is new in the nature. My actions could be new. What I think could be new because I've never experienced that before. I've never held that before. I've never done that before. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to do sadhanas? Yes, you can do sadhana. But sadhana will only help you when you are at peace internally. When you have come to a terms of life of understanding, that's fine. I will do, you know how Shri Krishna says, karma bhumi. If we have to do karma, bhakti is also karma, earning is also karma, taking care of the family is also karma, sleeping is also karma, waking up is also is karma, driving is karma, talking is karma, thinking is karma. Everything is part of the karmic action. Why don't we do every single act to give peace and happiness? I was listening to a poem and it said, you move forward because there are people to pull you down. So don't worry about it. You don't stop. You be happy because there are people who are going to make you sad. But you be happy. You keep walking forward because there will be people creating obstacles to pull you back. There are people. Why do you worry? You keep walking. But you have to decide if this is going to be, if this is my wife, this is my husband, this is my daughter, this is my mother, this is my sister, this is my job, this is my colleague, this is what I, then this is what you need to accept. Just accept it. So many parents as of today are living alone. Why are they living alone? It is said that family who are very peacefully living, lovingly living, mother, father are not in too much arguments, mother, father are not too much into, you know, fights and action, those children grow to a very good pace. Their balance is very strong. Union is important. Being together is important. Getting away from so many parents, so many children, so many grandparents, so many grandchildren. Everybody is so away from everything. Why is that? There's definitely something to do with karma. Children love, yes, they love, they come on the weekend, they spend time on the weekend, willing to, but they're not there, they're not together. I find a friend, I like that friend, I want to love to stay with that friend, I like to meet that friend. All of a sudden you meet somebody, all of a sudden you try somebody, all of a sudden you decide, I want to be with Baba, I don't want to be with Baba. All of a sudden you decide, you know what, I'm not getting what I want, I don't want to be, I'll go somewhere else. You decide on your own everything. No, 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 no. I have to make my family. I want to make this happy. You are always trying to make people happy. You don't need to make people happy. You need to give peace. You need to do the right act, but you don't need to make them happy. Giving happiness is an act of love and care. Suppose if you are the cook of the home, you cook and give food, cook nicely, serve nicely done. Serving properly, wonderful. But we have come with karmas. We have come with good and bad karmas of life. If we have come, we should accept it. We are born in one home. Why are we all brothers, sisters in separate towns and countries? There must be something. There must be a reason. Why certain people in small jobs also are very happy and certain people with big business also not happy? Some people are still struggling with business because there must be certain things we have to pass through. My only request to all of you is Prarabdh is a seed which is filled with everything. It's a bundle. It keeps unfolding every day of life. Don't get carried away with good things or bad things, you may call it. Don't get carried away. You only have to sail through it, accept it, acknowledge it, surrender it, sail through it. We all have very short time of life. We may be thinking whatever we want to. Like, for example, I'll give you, yesterday there was a storm here in our GTA, huge storm. Storm's life was not even 10 minutes. Total 10 minutes of storm, so many trees got uprooted. So many roofs went off. Two people died. One died because a tree fell on her. She was on a walk. There was a power outage. Who knows? My only part is that if you have to think of him. Thank you, Baba, for getting us connected. Thank you, Baba, for holding us. Thank you, Baba, for giving us that light and faith that whatever is happening in my life has to pass through because I have to complete my karmas to be able to reach you. All this is happening. People are telling good and bad about me. Let it be good and bad. At least my karmas are being washed. Please keep washing my karmas. People are cheating at me. Let them cheat at me. Let them cheat at me. Keep flowing. the moment that person here, I'll let you know the chapter if you want to read later on. It's chapter 29. Imagine the person, his wife got a dream of Baba because her faith was very strong with Baba. He was sleeping next to her. He did not get a dream because he did not have that faith. He did not have that trust. He did not have that intensity of exactly 100% on him. It took it time. Don't start comparing with each other. Don't tell the other person it is wrong and right. So you got a glimpse of darshan. Say you were sitting and all of a sudden you felt Baba came in front of you. It is your experience. I may not have the same feeling because I did not experience that. Or maybe I feel uncomfortable telling you, oh no, that is not possible. No, it is just your imagination. Okay, let it be imagination. Let that glimpse be imagination. But did you enjoy that imagination? So please don't pull anybody down. Don't push other person down with anything. No, it's not possible for you. Okay. But you got that happiness and peace for a split second. Enjoy that. Cherish that. Because I'm not sure when will I get the next darshan. So let me cherish till that time. Because anyways, there are so many things happening in my life and day-to-day life. I'm not able to balance it. I must stand. I must. I saw Rakesh's message this morning. I'll give you an example. Around 1:32, 1:40 is the message. I could feel that, maybe celebrated in the night something, went to bed around that time or thought of that time. Again, it is. Now, what is he trying to do? It is his daughter's birthday. As a father, he has responsibility to make sure that he gives the best to his children. So they celebrated that. Now she has to go with her friend, morning ready to drop her off. Can it be done otherwise? Maybe. But it's a special day. I want to give them happiness. I want to spread that. I'll connect this, but make it happen. What is he doing? Sometimes you all have to think a bigger picture of giving others love and care. Irrespective of everything. Anybody coming to you, you do what is rightfully to be done. Huh? But if somebody is consistently and constantly coming to you and trying to destroy you, hammer you, you have to take a stand somewhere. That is where you cannot close your eyes. No, that's okay. No. Oh. But if you decide, no, I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to. But you're still thinking. Either let it go, we don't let it go. It comes back to the same thing. Our life is a bundle of our sanchit karmas. Our life is a bundle of credit which we already have, good and bad, whatever credits, it is accumulation of that. If our life is accumulation of karmas, how come in this life, what can I do to change something? Yes, you can. You need to create yourself and elevate yourself towards a karma called bhakti. You need to go into simran, chanting. You need to get connected to yourself. Look at the karmas as drishta, as a passerby who's watching, but get yourself connected. Amount of wealth you are supposed to get, you will anyways get it. But getting to higher connection is up to your efforts. That is not going to come just like that. You will be directed. You can be taken to the corner, to the edge of a river, but it is you who has to take a dip in the river. Or somebody may push you also. Chalo, you're too lucky. I pushed you. But you still have to take a shower in that. Enjoy that. Don't come out. Oh, it's too cold. I can't. Obviously, What are you expecting going in Mansarovar? You'll get a hot water there. So, my only earnest and humble request, things will happen. Let them be afloat, just afloat. You make sure on a daily basis you don't become a drishta in bhakti. Then you need to focus on bhakti and let your karmas be passing by. Every single day, every single minute, you have an opportunity. Every day you have an opportunity. You may not like everything. You may want Paramatma to change your life because everybody's life is changed. Why not mine? Why am I suffering? And my society, this, I don't know. We live in a society, we live in a, yes, we all live in a society. But are you making an impact to society? Are you making a difference? Are you being carried away with the society? Are you a difference? Is the key. Are you thinking out of the box? Is the key. Are you able to give your family a time to sit and chant together? Is key. Are you able to come together on a terms that on a daily basis we'll do something, on a monthly basis we'll do something, on a quarterly basis, on your birthdays, on anniversaries, there are certain days and time we will do something different. Because if Almighty has brought us together, there must be a reason. You may be able to do certain acts together, you may not be able to do certain acts together, but then you decide what you want to do. Elevate yourself. You decide. I only know one thing, Raja. This person here, you give your faith and acknowledge that he's making do things. He's doing things for you. He's guiding you, supporting you. Trust me, mera bacha, life will change. It will change. As much love you give him, as much faith you give him, as much trust you give him, your life will change. And you will find him standing next to you all the time. Whether Prarabdha or any situation, you will still find him. It all depends how much do you keep faith on him? How much do you have trust on him? How much patience you have? Then you see what he does. He's beyond miracles. But for that, you have to be having very much patience in you. He's beyond everything. Everything. I'm watching this every single day of my life. This man turns around anything and everything. It's not that it is very easy. There are things happening every day, but doesn't have I don't have a control on that. And maybe he's testing me or he's looking at things, he's purposely doing it. I don't know. But I'm doing it whatever I can do my best on that day. I can give you 36 things. Trust me, Mira Bacha. 36, I can tell you so much happening. But somewhere I always feel that he's taking care. I very well know, Baba, it is you who's doing it. I very well know, Baba, it is you who's giving us everything. It is you. It is because of you, everything is happening. My past karma, my current karmas, no matter what it is, Baba, it is you. I really want all of you Take your time and start reading one chapter with peace. With peace, no rush. Every single alphabet, every single word, every single sentence, every single phrase. Please take your time to read and read and read and read till you will find that every time you read, you're getting a new meaning. You're feeling deeper, deeper in the ocean. You will feel it. My only request to all of you, very much, my request. Trust me, Raja. If this man was not there in my life, I was done in my life. If he had not holded my hand, I was done. If he didn't stand and do things, I don't have anything to do with it. People think that, oh wow, it's all no sense. It's him. It's this man who's doing everything, everything, everything. It's just him. Please, मेरे बच्चे, please, please. राम 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 श्री सच्चिदानंद सतगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु, समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। श्री सच्चिदानंद सतगुरु साईनाथ गुरुदेवो गुरुदेवो नमः, गुरुदेवो नमः, गुरुदेवो नमः। साईं मेरे बच्चों, साईं।